You're watching NappyCast by Jason Nappy Weather. Still a lot of snow and wind, whiteout conditions up in the county, even down east, getting a bunch of snow. So it's far from over, obviously, the storm and winter. Let's thank you to our sponsor, Wakeham Lawn Care, proudly serving Scarborough to the Kennebunks with 50 years experience. Attention to detail. I have options for everyone. Call 899-8691 for a free quote. Thank you for being our sponsor today. Yeah, there's a lot of snow blowing around, several inches accumulation heading up Route 1 from down east, heading up into the county. So I'll show you all that on radar in just a second. We'll get into the forecast and break it all down. The storm that is still going very strong. Here is radar. You see those snow bands, much like what a nor'easter would be doing. You're seeing that right here, right now. I'll go ahead and fly it around just a bit and show you that. So it's just kind of curling here. You got the comma shape that's up in Canada. This storm is all up in Canada. It's bombing out. It's a bomb cyclone in Canada. So we're getting impacts from that, from Caribou, Presque Isle, heading down south, Holton. So you're seeing all of those heavy snow bands here right now. And it's going to be like that for a few more hours into tonight. So be prepared for it to be a very windy night and a snowy night. Dangerous for traveling, especially up and down Route 1 there and 95. Be very careful. So here's a look at the temperature. Has cooled down significantly. Now in southern Maine, 30s to near 40 because the sunshine and the wind now knocked out power in a bunch of spots in York County and not as much north and east, but still there's a bunch of wind. Here's a look at some of the cameras around northern Aroostook, and you see, yes, it is not quite a whiteout there. This is heading up, like northwest corner, heading up in the county, up near the Allagash. You're just a little bit far enough away from the storm. But and down in Brunswick, look at the difference here. I mean, clearing out in the mid-coast, the sun is out, it's windy, blue sky, but up in Millinocket, it is cloudy, and the heaviest snow has pushed just to the east there. So obviously big improvements going on right now in places that are just away from those snow bands that are continuing to really just crank and crank. So here's a look at what's going on. We'll do the wind first. I want to show you the wind forecast. The wind ramps up this afternoon and evening time, and then it goes down just a little bit tonight. So it's still going to be breezy tonight. It's still going to be windy, but it won't be quite as high. Right now it's gusting to 60 in Portsmouth, and that's the highest spot that I saw. So there will be some help with the wind tonight, but we're back up to windy again tomorrow. Temperatures are going to cool down tonight. Obviously, we got wind chills. It'll be chilly, but the wind keeps the atmosphere mixed up, so that means it's not going to cool down as much as it could. So the wind is kind of like a double-edged sword. So it'll feel colder with the wind, but it's also not going to allow the heat to escape up to space as quickly as it would because the atmosphere is all mixed up. So we'll take a look at the forecast now. I want to show you what's going on with this storm. And as it moves to Canada, it bombs out, it drops in pressure. You get these tightly packed isobars, so the atmosphere is always trying to balance itself out. And right now, when you have a strong storm in Canada, okay, the atmosphere is trying to balance itself, and it's losing that battle. That's why the wind is rushing so hard, because the atmosphere needs to be calm. It needs to be balanced. And right now, it's not balanced because of that strong storm in Canada. So it is snow north and east tonight. We're staying quite windy again tomorrow, just probably one notch lower than today. Clipper on Monday with light precip, and then warming up next week. Make a run next weekend for the 50s. So pretty widespread. Snowfall amounts are going to be heaviest up in the county at 6 to 12. This is from basically this afternoon, tonight, and then it's over tomorrow morning. Those snow bands pull north and east, but that storm still has a lot left in it, a lot left in the tank. So it's going to be a very stormy night, a very windy night. Snow north and east and windy tonight. West wind gusting to 40 plus. Temperatures will go down below freezing, so watch out. Yeah, obviously with the wind, you don't really get that flash freeze because the wind dries things out. But in the county, I mean, it just looks like the tundra out there. It's full on snow. You get the blowing snow too. So you go out, you snow blow, and then you got to do it all over again. You shovel, you got to do it all over again. Now on Saturday, the snow goes away. We get sun and clouds, windy, still gusting to 40 plus. So there will be some isolated outages. And I'm really not convinced that that the crews can get out in the bucket to restore power with the wind being up. So that's the problem about tomorrow. You might not get power back until Sunday or Monday when crews can go out and do these things, because you can't put the bucket up when the wind is gusting to 40 plus. It can't do it. It's not safe. So for the Mariners, gale warning is up tonight and tomorrow because of the wind, and seas are 6 to 7 feet. So clearly you got a lot going on there in the forecast. Here is the forecast, new one that just made here for the mountains, and it is cloudy and windy on Saturday. We spring forward Sunday. Some snow showers will be light Monday. Tuesday, partly cloudy to mostly cloudy, and then sun and clouds on Wednesday with a light mix Thursday. Nothing significant here. And then we dry out for the weekend and get to 50 degrees in the mountains next weekend. That's how warm it's going to be. Very much a roller coaster ride here with lows in the 20s inland, and then we're running up into the 40s, 50s, and close to 60 degrees as we get into basically St. Patrick's Day. So that's an early look at things where we're warming up. I think next weekend is going to feel a lot more like spring. We get rid of this wind, and once the wind goes away, it feels a lot warmer when temperatures are close to 50 degrees. At the coastline, partly cloudy, windy on Saturday, and then next week I could see a light mix or some rain on Thursday at best, but then it's over to mostly cloudy with temperatures warming up considerably. So the warm-up is coming. I promise you there's a big warm-up coming in the forecast. Thank you for watching. Jason Nappy Weather. Have a great rest of your night. Updates coming up on nappycast.com and jasonnappyweather.com. I'll have a new blog up soon.